Relationships and Higher Purpose, Chapter 11, Your Purpose and Spiritual Calling. As revealed to Marshall Vian Summers on January 1st, 1989, in Albany, New York, United States. You have come into the world for a purpose, to reclaim your knowledge, to express your knowledge, and to establish genuine relationships with others. This is your purpose and everyone's purpose here. Your calling is part of this. Your calling is where your greater work, born of your knowledge, becomes evident. It is born of your preparation in knowledge. It is born of your readiness for knowledge. And it is born of your marriage to knowledge within yourself. This makes true marriage with others possible. Your calling represents a specific set of tasks to be carried out in the world. This represents your life's work. This cannot be born of your ideas to have any meaning. It must emanate from knowledge within you. And you must be in a position to accept this, to accept the challenge of it, to accept that you may have to relinquish to receive it, and to accept the benefits that it will most surely provide for you. You have come into the world with a purpose. At a certain stage in your development, your calling in life will emerge. Before this emergence, you may have built great ideas about who you are in the world, what the world must be, what you must be, what you will do, what you will have, and what others should do, and so forth. Ideas like this at the outset can be helpful because they can keep your desire for the truth alive. However, eventually these ideas must give way to reality. Here, your idealism dies so that knowledge may emerge within you. This does not mean that hope dies. It merely means that hope now has a real foundation for its expression. It does not mean that your enthusiasm dies. It means that your enthusiasm has a genuine foundation in order to survive the conflicts and tribulations of the world. You already have a commitment to being in the world. You are already committed to your spiritual family and to your inner teachers, who are the advanced members of your spiritual family. They are the members of your spiritual family who have graduated from learning in the physical reality. Now, they must assist those who remain behind so that your spiritual family may move forward. Therefore, you already share a purpose with your spiritual family beyond the world. You already have marriage beyond the world. You already have commitment beyond the world, and you already have a reality beyond the world. Your role is to bring all this into the world, for the world is a place where people have forgotten knowledge, marriage, purpose, and commitment. It is a place where people imagine who they are and imagine what they want. You must have purpose in life because purpose is life. If you are committed to your ideas, that will be your purpose. If you are committed to your personal fulfillment, that will be your purpose. If you are committed to conflict, that will be your purpose. If you are committed to avoiding painful experiences, that will be your purpose. You cannot be without purpose because you cannot be without meaning. All activity in the world is a search for meaning, which is a search for purpose and ultimately for relationship. Alone you have no real purpose, meaning, or direction. You have no real identity alone. However, as an individual expressing a greater reality, you do have purpose, meaning, and direction. You exist within yourself, but you are not alone. You can only be alone in your imagination. You can only live alone in fantasy. As fantasy is recognized through its limitations and its inherent disappointments, a greater truth will emerge, and you will see that you have a higher purpose in life already. As your desire and capacity for experiencing knowledge grow and expand, your calling in life will emerge. Here you will see that there is something specific for you to do. Here your shape and design become truly meaningful, for you can see how perfectly you are designed to accomplish what you came here to do. This leads to self-acceptance, for here you realize that you were specifically made for a task that you had not recognized before. This will end self-condemnation. It is not necessary that you determine what your calling is, although you will be tempted to do so. It will emerge naturally. When it does, it may not at all look like what you thought it was going to be. Real spiritual calling is rarely grand in its expression, yet its essence is knowledge, and therefore it provides meaning and value for others as well as for yourself. Some people imagine that having a spiritual calling will establish them as a spiritual prince or princess, a prophet, or a leader of great renown, a person of great psychic powers, or a spiritual master. This is almost never the case. That is why there are no masters living in the world. Give up mastery, give up these illusions. You will find that your true marriage, true purpose, and true calling in life will be very simple. They will be geared towards who you really are and what you can really do. And you will be happy that what will be asked of you is what you will naturally want to provide, for you possess it already. In idealism, your expectations of yourself may be cruel or great, but in knowledge, your expectations are in keeping with your desire to contribute. Here you realize at last that what you want for yourself and what God wants for you are exactly the same. This, however, can only be realized through knowledge. It can only be realized through the necessary progression and development that are being illustrated here. When your experience of higher purpose matures to a certain point, your calling will emerge. However, it is very important that your calling only emerge when you are ready to undertake it. If your calling emerges before you are ready to undertake it, you will feel great confusion and discouragement. It will be a great problem for you. That is why God's plan is designed so that your calling will emerge when you are ready. For what could be more terrible for you than to recognize your calling and not be able to fulfill it? Think about this. God's plan has been established for your success. The plan has been established to keep knowledge alive in the world through its expression and demonstration. The plan has been established so that genuine marriage may bless all relationships. The plan has been established so that each individual has an opportunity to make progress and to contribute to others. Therefore, be happy that you have a higher purpose in life, for this means that your life is meaningful and not chaotic. It means that you have an origin and a destiny beyond this world. It means that life is eternal, even as it passes through this temporary phase of worldly existence. Be grateful then that the relationships you reclaim into yourself, you will be able to keep. For once you have recognized another, you cannot forget that person. The advancement you make here is permanent. It is only your assessment of yourself that can deteriorate. It is only your ability to meet your destiny in the world that can be offset or denied, thus wasting your valuable time. Would you want to go through birth and childhood all over again, just to arrive at the point at which you are now? Who would want to go through 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, or 70 years of preparation all over again? You do not want to go through all of this again. Therefore, make full use of where you are now. Your higher purpose is with you. Do not define it. It will define you. Your calling is awaiting you. Do not define it, for it will emerge when you are ready. However, for it to emerge, your calling will require that certain other individuals be ready as well. This is because you are working in tandem with your spiritual family, and because your knowledge is working according to a greater plan. Your advancement, though primarily on your shoulders, is also dependent upon the development of certain individuals with whom you will become meaningfully engaged. If they do not develop, then you cannot fulfill your purpose. This is very important to understand. Here you have a great responsibility, for you are undertaking your development, not only for yourself, but also for your spiritual family. That is why such great emphasis is placed upon your development. If this were merely a selfish pursuit, it would have no value. Your higher purpose carries this responsibility. This is what makes it powerful. This is what makes it necessary. At any given moment, you may feel unworthy of your own effort, but those whom you love are worthy. It takes relationship to provide the context and the motivation for you to give. It takes relationship to provide the inspiration for you to give. It takes relationship to enable you to see that you have a gift. Accept your higher purpose, even if it is without definition. It is a power that you can feel within yourself every day. Accept your calling in life, though it is unrealized as yet, for it is awaiting you. Here you need only follow knowledge and maintain your practical obligations in the world. Here, you need not plan your future based upon current aims, but set only temporary goals to maintain your focus and your development. As your calling in life begins to emerge, you will see increasingly that even your childhood contained an element of this greater truth. You will see that even in the early stages of development, the seed of truth and the light of truth were always with you. Yet they were competing with many other things in those earlier times. Now the competition is falling away, for it has not been able to keep pace with knowledge. You will keep pace with knowledge if you are able to complete the stages of development. As you do this, you will become knowledge itself, for at the end of life, only knowledge is there to greet God.